Hey up everyone, welcome to Country Metal Music's YouTube channel with your host Ell and Lisaboo. So welcome to Saturday night podcast number 22. Yeah, can't
Wow,
believe it's been number
22
22
already.
already. Yeah, yeah. So so little bit of a grift. If you are new here, smash the subscribe button. And if you like what you see, spank the like. We do like a good spanking around here. Especially yeah, and share and comment, and and replay crew. Hello, how you doing? Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing good. Yeah. So all the bands that we're going to be featuring today, which is six of them, all the links to the songs that we're going to be discussing today are down below. So and yeah, check them out if
Bastion.
you. Hey, Bastion, how you doing? So yeah, and yeah, if you know of any bands that we might be interested in, let us know, and we'll get around to actually checking them out. And if you are in a band, let us know. Say, oh yeah, but Elisa, I'm in a band. Can you check us out? And we'll do. And and speaking of Lisa, drift your store with you.
Oh my goodness. I have an Etsy store called Buddha Bell X Studio. I sell bracelets, I sell necklaces, I sell pendants, towers, spears, um, lots of different stones, crystals, um, lots of different stuff. So go check it out.
Yeah, she's got some amazing stuff on there. And there's also a little chat function on the store. So if you're looking for something in particular, you can get in contact with Lisa, and she might be able to help you out to find the stuff that you're looking for. So yeah, right, guys, let's dive into this. We've chosen six, like I said, six bands today. For today. They are, let me just see, let me note up. Shadowband, After Forever, Spellgrinder, Semetria, Empyre, and Defects. So, the first band we've chosen is Shadowband and their song Gimme the Rain. So, Lisa, you want to start off?
Sure. Yeah, it's sorry for the voice, guys. I have a bit of allergies, so if I start doing that. um, Starts out strong with the drums and the really cool guitar. Excellent vocals and backup vocals in sections, which I really like. I love when they have backup vocals. I love the lyrics. Give me the rain to wash away my pain. Yeah, I really like the guitar solo about 3/4 of the way through. Really, really cool guitar solo. Awesome transitions. The band really works well together, and it had a nice flow to the song, which was great, and awesome melody. I really like this song. So yeah,
Yeah,
really cool
yeah,
song.
yeah. It's pretty much the same. I love the intro with the drums and guitars. Bass is strong throughout. Love that. I love hearing the bass. I love hearing the bass working well with not only with the drums but with the guitars as well. Love that. I love that. Vocals are good. Fit well with the music. Again, like Lisa there. The brilliant use of backing vocals in certain parts of the song. I really like that. I love the transitions about halfway through. And there's some really nice guitar solos there. Yeah, and Shadowband's a really good band. Like they've got like a brilliant like sort of like overall. sound to them, which is like really, really, really cool. So yeah, um, "Gimme the Rain" is the song. Really cool song. So yeah. Um, any other thoughts about the band before going into the rating?
Oh, just that they're they're really good. The guitars were amazing. I see Bastion just said he liked the guitars.
Yeah,
Yeah, really good guitars on this. The vocals really fit well with this. Nice, smooth um,
yeah,
melody. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's totally agree. Yeah, it was like yeah, totally agree. Like the band work does like do work well, and they are like so tight and slick. It's yeah, it's really really cool band. So what's your rating of the band?
I give them 8 out of 10. I want to hear more. I want to hear more of their music. So yeah, they're
Yeah,
really
same.
good. Yeah, I stuck with the 8, and then I really want to hear more of their songs. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Same here. And yet a definite solid 8. Solid 8. Possibly going on to 8.5, but like you, I want to hear a little bit more from them to sort of like give them that little bit higher. Um, but it's a definite 8. Definite 8. So, yeah. Yeah, so we're going on to the next song, right, the next song and band, and it's sort of like Lisa's little journey through the band of After Forever, and the song is called "Being Everyone." So, Lisa, take it away.
Oh, what can I say about After Forever? I love this band.
Yeah,
Love the journey I'm going going through with it. Love the beginning with the keyboard and the drums and the guitars. Just love that beginning. Really enjoyed the guitar and drums throughout the song. Keyboards really add to the song. Lyrics are very thought provoking. Look at me. Tell me what you see. Are you just being everyone? Like you're trying to be everyone, right? You're becoming, putting on a mask to be everyone. Like
yeah,
I always look at lyrics and look behind the lyrics and that. So yeah, it's like the mask we wear in life. I
yeah,
love the transitions in this. Great melody. Love the use of the piano near the end of the song. Such an amazing band. They never disappoint. So yeah,
yeah,
loved it.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Everything about this song is just like you've just summed it up for me. You've just summed it up for me. I've been like I said before, I've been following this band since 2006 when I first discovered them. With the fourth album. Um, so yeah, it's this is like this is what uh, this is why I like Flo Johnson is because I've been following her for getting on for nearly 20 years now. I've seen a progression from basically which After Forever has been basically her first band, her first major band she's been in since she was 16. Then following through like with After Forever, then Revamp, and then into Nightwish, and it's like then all of her other side projects, not only with like Aaron and like other stuff like that, with other bands, but with her sister as well, Irene, because she'd done a good few songs with her sister, and she's getting each year. Every time I see her, she's improving quite a lot. If you know what I mean. Christ, she even did Phantom of the Opera from the title song from Phantom of the Opera, and she has got an amazing range on her vocals.
Yeah. Well, her vocals are always beautiful. The range is fantastic. Yeah, I can't say enough about the vocals on this. It's just amazing, just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I believe she was about 20, 21 when she did being uh, when she did the Reimagine album, which is being everyone's actually taken from. I think she was about 20, something like that.
Yeah, she looked very young. It looked
Yeah,
like the video itself, it looked like they were in Rio or somewhere. Rio, I think it
yeah,
was Rio de Janeiro, because there was that statue on the mountain, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I know she's had a lot of supporters and still do a lot of support, a lot of fans down in Brazil. That's why that's where the video was like shot between, like sort of like actually live on stage in
yeah,
Brazil and being like out on a boat in the beer.
yeah, yeah. The video itself is really cool. I like that, how they had the
Yeah,
different visuals, like of basically being out on the street, and her in the boat, and then on stage. So yeah, it was kind of cool.
yeah,
Cool
yeah,
video.
yeah. It is. When I first saw it, I was like thinking, this is a cool video. Like it sort of like encapsulates the theme of the song and the lyrics and stuff like that. Where you out when you sort of like out in public, you like whether you're walking down the street, you sort of like put a mask on and sort of like expressing a certain part of your personality, and then when you're in private, sort of like private, you wear a different mask, a different part of your personality, and then being on stage, you think you project sort of like another side of your personality. You're sort of like trying to like
Yeah.
sort of like juggle sort of like juggle the sort of like your personality to fit the situation, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. For a lot of people, like especially musicians, right? Who are they? Like, they have to be so many different people, right? They have to be the entertainer. They have to be the father or the husband or whatever, like in their real life. But then actresses, they all of a sudden they have to be different people in front of that camera. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
it's like that's the thing with like any sort of like entertainment industry. You got to wear many different hats. You got like I say, you got your private life, and then you got like when you like creating whether it be music, a movie, TV, whatever it is. You got to switch hats left, right, and centre to
yeah.
actually, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
It's
and I can imagine how hard it is for them.
yeah,
It must be, right?
yeah, oh yeah, it is. It's not just being creative all the time. You got to like take sort of like you got to like step back and you got to like you know what I mean. It's not just about being creative all the time. You got to like do other things as well, such as you got to be a manager. You got to be the go-to guy, so to speak, and sort stuff out and doing this, doing that. It's
Yeah,
sort of like being everyone, like the song title says, being everyone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's like being a mom. You're a doctor. You're a nurse. You wear so many different hats, right? You got it. Like you got to be so many different things, right? And yeah.
yeah. It does. The song does resonate with a lot of people. Like especially
Mhm.
if you sit down and actually listen to the lyrics, you think, yeah, you might not be like, you don't have to be a musician or an actor or whatever. Even down to the like you said there, if you've got kids or anything, you got like wear different hats. You got to be this, that, and the other. You know, in some cases, you got to wear three or four hats at the same time. If you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's not easy, but I mean, you do it, right? You just do it,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
life.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, Lisa, any other thoughts you want to add to the song "Being Everyone" by After Forever?
Wonderful. Listen to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've got a fair idea of what your rating is. So yeah. So what's your rating?
10.
Yeah.
It's a
Thought
10.
so.
It's a
Thought
10.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same for me. Same for me. Like I said, anything about After Forever will be a 10 for me, regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless. So
Yeah.
yeah. So overall, you loved it.
Oh yeah. I loved it. And it was nice seeing her in her younger, like as a younger self, right?
Yeah.
Too, right? Like to see how she's come.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
It was
yeah.
cool seeing that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Because the first song was I showed you was from the 2004 album Exodium, which was the song. It was the cover song. One Day I Fly Away. That was like about 4 or 5 years later. Um, so yeah, it's like to compared to like since like you started this little journey. Yeah, one final thought. Get your final thought on this. From the first song that you've listened to by After Forever to like sort of like now, how would you sort of like um sort of like how would you find what's your thoughts about her progression going from the first song to now to be listened to? I think it's about four songs now.
her her vocal range has always been really good, but you could tell that she's more refined. Her vocal style is has gotten it's like she was really good back then, but now it's gotten even it has become even more refined and more spectacular. Like it's her voice was so good even then, but now it's just amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, over the years she's matured. Her voice has matured. She knows she can where she can actually she focuses on. She knows her weaknesses and she also knows her strengths, and she knows how to play to those strengths. If you know
Yeah.
what I mean. So
Well, yeah, with experience and training, um, you can see the progression, you can hear the progression. So it's really fantastic, um, just to have
yeah,
heard that, you know.
yeah. So yeah, right. Let's go on to the next band. and the band Spellgrinder and their song Planet of the Vampires. So, what did you think of the song?
Oh my goodness. I wasn't sure what kind of song it would be at first because beginning of the song there's a female moaning, let's say.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is wonder what kind of song this is gonna be. Um so yeah, cool video. Um it, they used they used old school video clips from the Planet of the Vampires 1965 movie. And I don't know if anybody else has ever seen Planet of the Vampires 1965 movie, but yeah, they used clips from it. So like the name of the song, Planet of the Vampires, they used the clips. Really love the drums and guitars on this. Really old school rock metal feel to it. The vocals went really well with it. Excellent. Very 80s feel. Great transitions. Guitar solo about halfway through was cool. So cool. Amazing. And if you don't like horror movies or horror themed movies, please be advised. You may not want to watch the video.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really liked this band. I really liked the goth kind of old school rock metal feel to it. So yeah.
Yeah. Same here. The passion. Passion just said that they're a big fan of Spellgrinder. Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Same here. Ever since I first interviewed Spellgrinder a couple of years ago, I've been sort of like following the career of Spellgrinder. So yeah. So for me, I totally like this. Love the sort of like the movie clips, what they've used from the actual movie, Planet of the Vampires. I really like that. And sort of like going between the movie and the sort of like between the band and the video clips. I really like that.
Yeah.
Sort of like you said, the actual song itself, it's got like the 80s vibe to it.
Yeah.
Especially with like the guitars and drums. The guitars are good, and so there's some really nice solos on the guitars there. In there, drums, excellent. They really drive the song along. The bass is on point, and I love the vocals. Love the vocals. With as they sort of like got like because it's like obviously with like sort of like the sort of like horror style to the actual lyrics in the song. It sort of like reminds me of Alice Cooper in places.
Yeah.
Obviously Alice Cooper's been known for like sort of like the shock, sort of like the shock rock or like horror themed shows to not only to the music but to his shows as well. Because I have seen Cooper twice, and he's got that he's got the shock like the horror themed stuff to his albums, which are and like I said with the folk, there's definitely got like the Cooper vibe, Cooper vibe to the actual vocals and the song, because I think it was because on some parts you could hear a little bit of like little bit of the like a Cooper sound to the overall song. Overall song. Yeah, and Bastion said Rob Zombie as well. Yeah, especially in the video, it's definitely got that like the Rob Zombie vibe to the video. Obviously, with like because Rob Zombie was like is a big 50s and 60s horror movie fan. So you could see like with the video you got like the Rob Zombie vibe to the video. So yeah. So any other thoughts about the best Spellgrinder song?
No, I think that was everything. I couldn't pinpoint the band that it reminded me of, but when you said Cooper, and then when Bastion said Rob Zombie, it's like yeah. Yeah.
Rob Zombie for the styling of the video.
Yeah.
And the musically sort of like similar to Cooper.
Yeah. Cooper-esque.
Yeah. So, what's your rating?
I give them an 8.5. I really liked. I liked that horror movie vibe, and the clip from the movie. So, yeah.
I've given them a 9. Because obviously I've been following Spellgrinder for a while now, and I've listened to quite a bit of their music, and they're really good. So I've given them a 9. On that one. And Bashin says huge yes from him, a huge yes.
Yeah.
So now we are going to go on to Lisa's picks. They are Semetria, Empyre, and Defects. Don't worry, guys. I'm looking up notes here on my phone. So, right. I'm going to say I'll start with these next 3 because Lisa's picked them. Semetria and the song "Distant Shores." So I love the intro on this with the drums and bass. The overall sound has a sort of like a slightly detuned thing on the guitars, which is pretty cool. Drums are excellent. Bass is their kicking butt. Because the bass is like the bass is actually playing throughout the actual song. Vocals are cool and raspy, and what really got me, and this is a big like from me, a huge like from me, is about 2/3 of the way through. There's a sort of like a rhyme, like a kid's rhyme going through, and they've got sort of like kids singers with the lead singer, which I really loved. I really like that. I really like that. Yeah.
Tic-tac-toe.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah. Yeah. It's a brilliant song. Brilliant song. Yeah, it's brilliant song. So what's your thoughts of your thoughts about the song?
Well, the way it started off is what really pulled me in when I first started listening to it. Killer guitars and drums, just amazing, awesome. The deep vocals coming in. Love the deep growly voice for this. It fits so well with the song. The video itself is cool with the black and white TV and the stormy background with the white flashes throughout the background. That was super cool. Yeah, silence in heart, I walk alone, the seas will part. So such darker lyrics of war and adversity. Yeah, I like the use of kids in the singing part. Of the lyrics about 3/4 of the way through, the tic-tac-toe catchy lyrics in this section. Absolutely amazing guitars and drums throughout. Amazing solos and riffs. Excellent vocals. At the end of the song, the TV goes off and you can hear that static of the TV going off. I like that part too. It's like, you know how you sometimes you'll fall asleep and all of a sudden you hear that going and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
I love that part. So much imagery and meaning in this song. Just so much. With the bombers and all the visuals on the TV, like throughout the song. Transitions were excellent throughout. But yeah, it was a really, really good song.
Yeah. It's it was like for me. It's an excellent song for me. Because everything about it was absolutely brilliant. It was well constructed. It was well played. It was well written and everything. So yeah, my rating's 9. It's a solid 9 from me. I would love to hear a bit more from the band.
Mine's a
So
9.5. 9.5. I've heard more from them. I'm tempted to give it a 10. I see Bastion gives it a 10.
yeah,
But yeah,
yes,
like that. I'm so tempted to give it a 10, but I'm giving it a solid 9.5. Even though I've heard the band, other songs and stuff, I still want to hear more. I want to see where they go from here. Yeah, amazing band. So please go check them out. If you like metal rock, you'll like it. Hopefully.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's like I would give it a little bit more, but I would like to hear more from the band to actually see to like I said to see where they progress. Where so Passion says awesome live. They own the stage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
right. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And that's amazing for a band to be able to play live and actually, kick it, right? To actually do it and kick it and be amazing. So I love live performances. So yeah, they are very
Yeah.
good live.
Yeah. It's uh, being in a studio is one thing, but actually being out on stage is a completely different animal. Because you can sort of like control the environment, but overall, if you know how, if you sort of like know how to own the stage, because I've literally seen bands over the years where it's just like thinking, why are you even here, type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, some
Yeah.
oh yeah, so yeah, because I can count, I literally can count on one hand where I just looked at the bare bands on stage and just like thinking, I thought you were good. I just walked out. I literally walked out of the bare venue. It's just like thinking, what is this bullshit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like we are paying the people here are paying good money to see you play live, and you're just standing there. you're just standing there just about at the end of the day, pick just for a paycheck.
Yeah.
So, and the vast majority of bands, doesn't matter how much of a bad day they're having. They know that the fans paid good money to come see them, and they're putting on a show.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you can really tell the band that will do the, where if they're having a bad day, it doesn't matter. They're gonna do their best. They're gonna give it up their all, and no matter what, right? The show must go on, right? And you can always tell. Like I see Bastian saying about the Queen used to own the stage. Oh yeah. And you could tell, like, it didn't matter what was happening. It was the show must go on, right? So yeah.
Oh, good, yeah. I'm glad that Semetria owns the stage. So yeah, really good band, really, really, really good band. I would like to see them live at some point. So yeah, and right, we're going on to the next song. It's called New Republic from the band Empyre. Yeah, love this. Love the guitar intro on this. Bass good, really, really good. Drums are brilliant. Right, guitars are amazing on this, and the solos are really good, and I love the transitions because it's sort of like got that sort of like roller coaster type of vibe to the song, and it's transitions between the high and the low are really, really good. Um, the vocals are expressive and conveys the lyrics brilliantly because it talks about things about war, corruption, and all that. So really, really, really good, a really good song. So yeah, really good song. So what's your thoughts about the band there, Lisa?
Glad you liked it. Yeah, the opening was awesome with the guitars and the drums. That when the vocals came in, that deep male voice. I love that. I love the guitar solo after that. Right after that, excellent guitars and drums throughout. I like the fast lyrics. Love the bass solo. I love it when they do bass solos. The pace of the song was really good, and the rest of the guitar solos are awesome as well. And the riffs, some really good riffs in this. Transitions were excellent. The lyrics are of war, time will tell, war breeds hell. So dark lyrics in this, so some discretion advised with the lyrics. I love the range in the singer's voice. Band works really well together, and they have a lot of different styles. Like if you were to listen to some of their other songs, they're different, right? Some of them are like they diversify really well. They work really well together. Heavier and lighter songs, or like they have heavier and lighter songs, which I like their ability to diversify. Amazing guitars and drums at the end. All around excellent band. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They are. Bastian just asked the question there. Where are they from? They are from the UK. Don't know where exactly they're from the UK, but they are from the UK. I just grabbed the link for you there, Bastian, so you can check them out. So bear with us. Bear with us. Get the thing back up. Here we go. Here's the Facebook link. If you want to check them out, they're Bastion. They're a really, really good band. Really good band. Yeah, yeah, the guitars on this song is absolutely brilliant. With the solos, combined with like the vocals and the vocalist and the drums and the oh, brilliant, Bastion. She says, I'm buying the album. Thanks.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. Yeah, they're really good. Like they're really, really good. I've listened to quite a bit of their music. I like that they have that diversification, right, over their different songs. Like some are slower, some are, like this one was more of like a real, harder hitting. Yeah, some of them are softer, lighter, which I like. Like I like to have that where you're not tired of their songs, right? Because they're different and unique. So I like that. I like that about this band.
Yeah, yeah. It's like there's a lot of bands out there do have like I wouldn't say they were having like same it's like similar sounding style throughout their albums, but there's differences, if you know what I mean, between each song, which I like, which I do like. So.
And this band does it really well. This band really does it well. Like their lighter music is just like it's amazing. It's because and I mean people have moods and what they want to like maybe something heavier isn't their mood that day. So there's something for everyone in this band. The lighter stuff, the heavier stuff.
Yeah, they have the Bastion Empire's got 3 albums out. Yeah, they have. Yeah, really. Yeah, right. They are a cool band because I have heard of the band before, and I've listened to some of the other stuff as well. But it's been a while since I actually listened to them actually. So yeah, they're a really cool band. So yeah. So Lisa, what's your rating?
I give them an 8.5, but I'm tempted to do a 9. I'm kind of in between that 8.5 and 9 because I really like this band. I really like them.
Yeah. I'm the same, exactly the same.
Cool. Yeah.
I am sort of like leaning towards the 9. I am leaning towards the 9 with the band. And
Awesome. Bastion's getting
yeah,
all 3.
yeah. And it says 2 on final, £25 each. That's good. That's a good price at this precise moment in time there, Bastion. With the final records, really good value.
Awesome.
Tell me there, Bastion. Are you getting the vinyl, or are you getting the CD? Are you getting the CD first, or are you getting the vinyl? So let us know. Yeah, really good band. Like we keep saying, all the links to the band songs are actually down in the description. So if you want to check them out, please do. Please do. Just check. That's all we ask is if you check them out. So right, going on to the final song of today. Oh, right, okay. Um, Bastion says 1 CD, 2 finals, and a free download.
Cool.
Cool. Cool.
Awesome.
Well, hope you enjoy. Hope you enjoy.
That makes me happy. That makes me happy to know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Full of passion. Well, I wouldn't say full of passions. Example by going out and buying the 3 albums, but full
Check
of
'em out.
passions by checking them out. You
Yeah.
might actually like them. So don't be scared saying, "Oh yeah, you got to love everything." Love everything what we produce, what we bring to you. All we ask is to check them out and say, come back to us and say yes or no. We're not gonna get, you're not gonna hurt our feelings because we know that not everybody will like the stuff that we bring to you guys. We know that different people have different tastes.
Yeah.
So
That's why we want you to share what you're listening to, what you're into, what bands you like. Put them in the comment section. Not the link, just the name of the band or the song. To let us know, because then we can bring more of those kind of bands, or so then we know, right, what you're listening to and what you like.
Yeah, there's been several people. There's been several people saying, "Oh yeah, can you check this band out? Oh, can you check that band out?" And we have, and we brought, and we brought you guys the sort of like what we thought about the bands. So yeah, just let us know. Right, going on to the next, going on to the final band for this section, and the band is called Defects, and the song "Modern Errors." Now, I like this band. I like this band. The intro is insanely good on this. The band kicking in with no F's given, literally no fucks given, straight in heaviness, straight in punching in the chest and say you will listen to us type of thing. Love the focus on this with going from like sort of like the clean to the growl. I really like that because the transitions between like sort of like heaviness down to the lightness of the songs. That's where you go from brightness of like the growl with heaviness to the light with to the clean with the light side of the music. Um, Great, like I said, great, brilliant transitions. Um, love the solos on this because to me, when they do on the guitars, the especially on the heavier side, when they do the heavier side, sort of like have that little bit of a thrash, sort of like a little bit of thrash to them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Bass again, it's kick-ass because it sort of like it sort of like the bass and the drums sort of like really drive the song along. Because I love the interaction between the drums and the bass in the song. They're absolutely brilliant, and yeah, absolutely brilliant song, brilliant song. So yeah, so Lisa, what's your thoughts about this band and song?
I'm glad you like it. It makes me happy when I know that you guys like what I pick. Yeah, it's from their debut album too, of Modern Era, the same name, the song. So yeah, it's the debut album, which is cool. And yeah, right off the bat, it gets you. It's just, yeah, heavy drums, heavy and hard. Pounding rhythm.
Yeah.
Guitars flying with energy. Yeah. And the deep vocals transition to the lighter section of the cleaner vocals, which I thought was so cool. Both are excellent and amazing. Yeah, love this band. So amazing. The guitar solos and the drum, cool riffs. Lyrics are dark in sections, but also they're inspirational lyrics as well. So where did we lose our way? This is not who we are. I love that about that yin and yang, kind of like the, like the, like that darker parts, and then the cleaner parts of the song were more inspirational. I like that, showing the both sides of basically human nature.
Yeah.
Like the heavy and the lighter sections. The video is cool too, the black and the white. I like that too. Which was like yin yang again, like that black and white. Yeah, the whole band worked really good together. So yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool song.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. See, Sebastian knows them as well, because he says they are loud and a huge like from me. They are from the UK, and I'm waiting for my CD. So cool, cool passion. Glad you like them. Glad you
Awesome.
like them. Yeah. Yeah, he says that the CD has 13 tracks on it. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, for me, it's like, yeah, they're a really cool band. Like I said, it's sort of like the light and dark, yin yang, whichever way you want to look at it. Sort of like with the song, and yeah, it's a kick-ass song overall. I really liked it. For me, it's an 8.5. It's definitely solid 8.5. Need to listen to a little bit more to sort of like give me to see it. Yeah, give it a 9 or 9.5 or something like that. But I need to, for now, it's a solid 8.5.
I'm 8.5 to 9 because I've listened to them. I'm in there, right in there with solid 8.5, but it's kind of leaning towards the 9 because I really I like that, like the lighter and the dark sections, and just the, like the lyrics, and how it's thought provoking, like to actually listen to the song. I like that about bands that have those kind of lyrics that make you think.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Bastion said, so watch this space or watch Project Metal Music's website, projectmetalmusic.wordpress.com. Bastion will be doing a review of Defects and the album. So watch this space. He says, when I get the CD, I will review it.
That's awesome. I can hardly wait.
Yeah. Yeah. So, right. So overall, Lisa, what were your thoughts about the 6 bands?
They were all amazing. All amazing. Of course, After Forever is going to be at the top, right?
Yeah, that's the benchmark. That's the benchmark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, overall for me, every single band that we've reviewed today have their own qualities, shall we say? All of them are different. All of them are absolutely brilliant. Um, yeah, granted, with you got like with Spellgrinder, you got like sort of like your goth horror type of vibe. Then to Empyre, you got like the sort of like it's talking about the corruption and war and stuff like that. Same with and with Shadowband, you've got like sort of like the thought-provoking sort of like self-discovery, wanting to like cleanse the system, cleanse your soul, type of thing. So yeah, every single one of them's got like it's got their own sort of like quality to them. We bring their own sort of like their own style to the world, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I try and pick songs that I really like, but I think that other people would like, and to have that uniqueness about each individual one, and like have a variety. So yeah, I
Yeah,
try to pick. I try to pick ones that I think people like. I'd like people to check out and hear, and hopefully we get some feedback to see.
yeah,
Well, I'm glad that Bastion gave good feedback. I'm happy for that.
yeah.
That
Yeah, he says great selection of bands. That's what we do. We try and find a little bit of diversity to bring every week. So
yeah,
yeah, because we try and we try and sort of like give. We don't do like pick one genre and stick with it. If you know what I mean. Like say black metal, people are going to be turning off straight away. You know what I mean? We try and bring like a variety so people can say, "Oh, I like that band, but I don't like that band," so to
yeah.
speak. So, which
like the bands that I was sending, and you're like, I didn't think you were that kind of girl.
yeah, 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 and it's like,
And
whoa,
it's like,
uh, 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 yeah, it's
oh,
like
it's so
okay,
funny. Oh, it's so funny.
yeah, yeah, yeah. When you when you sit this over with a few black metal bands, I was like, okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah. Because I have,
yeah,
you know, I have a very eclectic taste in music. I can go, you know, from blues to black metal, or even some country. You know, like I have a varied taste in music.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just so
It's
funny.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, when you're sitting over the black metal, I was like thinking, I like this girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. So let's move on to the next section. Have you got any gigs you want to talk about?
I don't really. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Look, yeah, I've got like got one here. I'll post the link in the. If you ever are in the UK, let me just grab the link. Uh, Now, our good friends Suburban Toys are doing like got several dates coming up in the next few weeks. So if you want to check them out, please do. Let's put the link into the chat there. Uh, so our good friends Suburban Toys, which I've seen live twice, are a really really good band, really good sort of like punk ska. It's like ska band, which is really really good. Um, uh, bear with me, so get the link up again. Right. Um, this is what our it says here. This is what our July looks like. We've got the on the 12th at the Komodo Lincoln. Um, On the 13th, they got Nailed It, Beltman Music Festival, Tyler's Bar, The Loft at Matrix in Grimsby, with Ming City Rockers and Tanks Turning. Let me see, we got on the 26th, you got Hammered in Sheffield, The Return, Olive Grove Sports Club, Sheffield. So that's what's coming up for the rest of this July for Suburban Toys. So yeah, go check them out, guys, because this band is absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. I've had Suburban Toys on for an interview as well. So, and I've actually spoken to the band several times when they've been playing at the Black Bull in Gateshead. So they're really, really, really cool band. Really cool band. So check them out, guys. So, Midstream Grift. So take it away there, Lisa, while I go to the little boy's room.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they are great. Make sure you hit that like, guys, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Yeah, it really helps the channel. Yeah, check out my Etsy store, Lisa Buddha X Studio on Etsy. Got lots of crystals, rocks, bracelets, necklaces, pendants, spears, all kinds of stuff. So go check that out. Yeah, guys, if there's any songs that or any bands that you're listening to now, put them in the comment section. Yeah. So I'm so glad that you liked the bands that we had today. And then yeah. So yeah, guys. Replay crew. Awesome. Hi. Glad to see you. Glad that you came to watch us. Yeah, guys. So yeah, go check the bands out. They're in the description of the video. So yeah. Yeah. Glad you like them, Bastian. Yeah. Wish I had more gigs. Don't have my paper with me though. But yeah, guys, go check out the bands that we had on here today. And make sure you like, share, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you never miss any of the content. And like I said, if you any good movies? No, I haven't been. I wish I have had time to watch any good movies. Have you watched any good movies, Bastian? I've been busy reading. Any good movies that you've seen? Or TV shows that you've watched? Yeah, I've been kind of busy. I've been reading more than anything, haven't watched any movies.
I'm back.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Mad Max. Ooh.
All right. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, you should let us know what you think on Monday, there, Bastian. What you think of the two movies?
Do a review.
Yeah. 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 I've there's one film that I would like to see is the Beverly Hills Cops 4.
Mm,
That looks interesting. That.
yeah, it's Axel F, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really really good. Apparently it's supposed to be like it's a better sequel to number 3.
I, I I think it's cool that they have the original
Yeah,
coming
the
back.
original cast. Yeah,
Yeah.
the original cast. Yeah,
So
because
that's
when I saw the trailer, uh, when I saw the trailer for it, I was like, oh, it's got Eddie Murphy, Judge Reynolds, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but it was saying, oh, we've got the original three main characters coming, three main actors coming back. I was like, ooh, that looks good.
yeah. They had really good chemistry between them because the one guy was like the one guy ends up being the captain, I think.
Believe so, yeah.
Yeah, because he was always like so straight laced and you know wanted to follow the rules and stuff, and then it was like, oh boy, here we go again.
Yeah. It,
Yeah.
Axel Foley sort of like the loose cannon. Judge Reynolds' character was sort of like the goofball. It's
Yeah.
sort of like he's getting sort of like pulled from like to one side. He got to Axel Foley's sort of like character, and then he got his partner. He's sort of like who's straight laced.
Yeah.
Sort of like he's Judge Real. Sort of like there was a good chemistry. There was a good chemistry between the three. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I love those movies. I think I still have them. I think I have them on. I don't know if it's VHS or CD or DVD. Um, but yeah, I love those movies. Same with Die
Yeah.
Hard. Same with um, I love the Die Hard series. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
I always like the action adventure movies.
Yeah. I loved the first Die Hard movie. Um, yeah, especially with like Hans Gruber, played by what's his name? I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name. Harry Potter star.
Yeah, yeah, he
Yeah,
passed. That's sad.
yeah,
But I love the clip that Kim always. It's Kim.
yeah.
That's on there. It's always about you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's from yeah. It's
Yeah,
always about you. Yeah, that's from
yeah,
Galaxy Quest.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Another which got a bit strange at the end before the finish. Before basically the end of it was a Lethal Weapon.
Oh yeah. I love Lethal Weapon. I love Die Hard. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
Basically those was Beverly Hills Cop, Die Hard, and Lethal Weapon were basically my childhood.
yeah,
In within the like the cop genre.
yeah, yeah. And then there was well, there was the one with Keanu Reeves, the Speed. I like
Yes,
Speed better than the Speed too, but
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Another good film with Keanu was with Point Break. with oh god, yeah, with what's his name? Dirty Dancing actor.
Oh, oh my, just flew out of my brain.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
went. Oh my goodness, Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I loved
another one.
Roadhouse. I love Roadhouse. That's
God,
always going to be one of my favorite movies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Patrick Swayze and Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
Pity the sequel was a bit naff. Bit yeah, bit wasn't as good as the first one, shall we say.
Yeah. I heard there's the remake. I don't know about that one. We'll see, I
Nah,
guess. But I don't think the original it will never, the original will always be the one.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That, and
yeah,
with Highlander there will be only
yeah.
there will be only one.
Oh, I can't believe they're doing a remake of Highlander.
Uh,
I
uh,
can't. I wish they'd just leave fucking classic movies like Highlander and
oh,
fucking. Uh, just leave them
you know,
alone. Just
no,
leave them
that's
alone.
always gonna be like one of my favorite movies. Always,
Mm.
always.
I wasn't overly keen on the second Highlander movie. That was just fucking weird. That was just weird.
Yeah.
And then the third one, the third movie. Oh no, the TV series I quite liked with Adrian Paul. The TV series.
Yeah, I'll have to
How,
watch that again. I watched
yeah,
that too. It wasn't bad, but um, the original movie though, that is magnificent.
yeah,
Yeah, Sean Connery, of course, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really looked into the new Highlander thing, but I was just like thinking, oh, here we go again with the fucking bastard remake. I was just like, oh, go away, leave these films alone, leave these films alone.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
Robert Zemeckis has got had the right idea when he made um, the Back to the Future films. As long as he lives or his family is still living, they will never, ever, ever touch Back to the Future films to do remakes because they are timeless classics.
Yeah.
They are timeless classics.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
though I wasn't too keen on Back to the Future 2.
Well, that's the same thing, right? It's always going to be that first one that's going to be that cult classic kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
yeah. They were better. Those sequels were not too bad. I mean,
Yeah.
they told the different story, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
To me.
At least it had some of the original um, flair to it, I guess.
Yeah. Like for me, the Back to the Future films, Back to the Future. It was like the first one for me is up there. Then Back to the Future 3 is the second for me because it's that CG topping for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? And it's a western. And
Yeah,
then the second one where they go into the future and Biff finds the almanac sports almanac in the car in the DeLorean, and it's just like it was the weak. To me, the second one was the weakest one out of the three.
Yeah. Yeah.
That passion, that will never happen. That will never ever happen.
Oh my God.
That will never happen.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
The less, the less said about him, the better.
I'm not saying his name.
Yeah, I won't. I won't. I won't. You will never ever get. You will never ever get me to mention that guy's name. The less said about him, the better. He's just a waste of skin. In my personal fair view, with some of the stuff that he's come out with and done. So
Yes. Yes. Yes.
yeah, yeah. Me and Lisa were talking the other day about because I heard the song "I Lost My Heart to the Starship Trooper" on the radio the other day. We were talking about the actual film Starship Troopers, which was released in 1997. We were talking about like the sequels the to the original Starship Troopers um, film, and I was just
Yeah.
like, I've seen them, and I was just like, it's got nothing on the original Starship Troopers. Yeah. So, what's your overall? What's your thoughts about the Starship Troopers sequels?
They weren't as good. They weren't as good as the original. Um, I always thought that it was kind of plausible, like the storyline, because
Yeah.
um, you with cockroaches. I mean, they survive. They survive like nuclear um,
Yeah.
blasts and stuff. So the thought of having like great big bugs
Yeah. Yeah.
as aliens, that's kind of like something that might be plausible. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
creepy, but yeah, it's kind of like plausible. Speaking
Yeah.
of like great big cockroaches,
Yeah.
like in Men in Black, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's another series that it's actually plausible because basically we don't know what other life forms are out there, type of thing.
thinking of great big cockroaches.
Yeah, yeah. Oh god, yeah. Uh, in the original film, you got like Casper Van Dien, you got Michael Ironside, you got what's his name from How I Met Your Mother, guy, and quite a few others in the and you even got Jake. What's his name from the son of the. Speaking of Lethal Weapon, I can't. The fight scene at the end of Lethal Weapon. Um, what's his name? I can see him, but I can't think of it. But his son was actually in the Starship Troopers. Jake. Oh God, what's his name? What's his name? Help. Um, Let me see. God, what's his name? Yeah. Oh, you got Denise Richards as well in the film as well. Jake Busey. Uh, so yeah, Jake Busey. You got Neil Patrick Harris. God, you even got Clancy Brown. Speaking of Highlander, the giant and Mr. Crab from SpongeBob.
Yeah. I didn't mind the Alien series, Carson. I didn't mind that. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
And V, I don't know if you guys watched V.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Love that series.
I love that one too.
Robert England in it.
Yeah.
Robert England.
I love that. I love that series. And they live with Rowdy Roddy.
Yeah.
That was fun. It was funny. There was a lot of humor in that one. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that. They lived. It's been a while since
With
I
the
watched
glasses. With the glasses. Oh.
that. Yeah. Oh god, yeah, that scene in B where they eat the mice.
Oh.
Oh god, that was
Yeah.
when that first came
Yeah.
out. It was, I think it was 83, 84. When that came out, it was just before Nightmare on Elm Street. You think, oh my god, when to a young kid for about 10, you thinking, oh god, seeing they eat the mice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It's been a while. It's been a while watching it, but yeah, that was good. That was good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. It was just like it was a good series. It was a good series. V.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had quite a few big actors at the time when in that TV series. You had obviously you had Freddy Krueger in there prior to just before he became Freddy Krueger in that.
Yeah. 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 It just thinking back to all these different series and movies. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. That. Yeah, it's that many. I watched that many different alien, like stuff like Alien and Alien movies and stuff like that. It's just like, yeah, we could talk about different Alien movies for quite a while. For quite a while, we could be here for hours to talk about different. Yeah, one of my favorite Alien movies was a John Carpenter film, The Thing, with Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Oh God, when I first saw that, I was 9, 10, something like that at the time. It was. I was like,
I read the
this is like,
book. I read the
yeah,
book before I saw the movie. But yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was a
Yeah.
huge Stephen King fan, so I still am. Still am, but yeah.
Speaking of reading, let's go on to your wonderful journey through the wonderful world of Raymond E Feist. Now, you've just finished The Betrayal, and you've gone on to the Assassins, as you just showed there. So, what's your... Well, let's start with The Betrayal. Overall, without giving too much away, what's your thoughts about The Betrayal?
It's amazing. It really shows the characters James and Locklear, how they're growing up, taking on more responsibility. Yeah, it was actually pretty sad too. I'm not going to say what made me sad, but the end of it, yeah, was sad. I wanted to learn more about a certain character, and I'm not gonna be able to learn more about that character. Maybe, I don't know, something about the past, but it's just sad that I'm sad that I won't be able to. That character's not gonna be around, and I'm not gonna say who, but you know who I mean.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, so you've started the assassins. So without giving too much away, what's your thoughts up to now?
It's quite a twist, quite a twist and turn. The beginning, it basically started on from the first book, of the Rift War Legacy, carried on from that book, but it's bringing in a lot of characters that are, oh my goodness, to learn about the crawler.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out who it is, who could be, and what's been happening in Krondor, to a lot of the citizens of Krondor. It's not a good thing that's happening with a lot of the people of Krondor. So yeah. And there's always tragic events in the book. Bastion is there's always like twists and turns and stuff that happens, like life, right? But in these books, there is a lot of strife. There is a lot of things happening to the people throughout the books, right? So yeah, who is the crawler? That's what I'd like to know too, Bastion.
I know.
I know you know.
I'm not saying. You got to read Jimmy and the Crawler for that.
I want to. I just might buy the book early, and then I can read it. I'll go ahead and buy it, and then I'm like, okay, I know who this crawler is.
Yeah, you got to read because it doesn't really get revealed in the Krondor trilogy.
Yeah.
But it gets revealed in Jimmy and the Crawler.
Yeah.
So I won't say who or what it could be anything or it could be anyone. So I won't say.
Basically, right now, what's happening in the book is they're trying to figure out who is unaliving people in Krondor. That's basically what's happening in this book. I'm not going to say who they're unaliving. I'm not going to give that away. You have to read the book.
Yeah.
Oh, so, yeah.
That's the thing with when we sort of like talk about the books of Feist, we want sort of like when I started to talk about Feist on the Monday night podcast with Bastion there, Lisa said, "Oh, this sounds interesting." And I said, go to your local library first before you start buying any books, so you can get like the gist of what's happening. So then you then decide from there, and what does Lisa do? Goes out and buys them. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
Right in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, it's like yeah, it's we when sort of like Lisa started to read the books, I was like, oh, we can actually like do so. I want to get Lisa's thoughts on the books, and it's like I don't want it to say just take my word for it. Lisa's going through the journey of reading the books and getting her thoughts, and we can actually sort of like say which part of the book, which parts of the books did you like or didn't like or whatever, and do like sort of like review. So it's yeah,
And I bought
and
both of them. I bought both of the next books. I bought both. I didn't want to have to wait because there was
yeah,
one book left of each, right? And then they said they could order more, but I didn't. I'm like, I'm getting both, and I don't have to worry about it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But Bastian says, "What do you think of Pug?" Do you want me
Pug
to go
is
first?
his journey has been quite the journey. He has gone through so much from his 12, 13-year-old self.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I do like Chisora as well. And yeah, for Pug, I've read, like I said, I've read all the books now, and Pug is well, I know what exactly happens, but his journey and through his journey through the joys, the ups, the joys, the joys, well, basically the joys of his life and the ups and downs and the heartache and everything is such you feel for the character, shall we say? You feel for the character.
Yeah.
What he's had to go through, going right like Lisa said there from 12, 13-year-old kid to right through the series. It's like it's unreal. It's literally unreal.
Yeah.
So and Jazara, who's the main one of the main characters in the Krondor books. Yeah, she's amazing because she's the niece of. I will say this because it's not giving away too much, but she's the niece of a high-ranking Keshin official. Oh, cool. Uh, cool. Prince of yeah, that's the oh yeah, that's set about
20 years.
20 years after the Rift War.
Yeah. I've already read
10
those two books. I'm going back.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you Bashin, if you listen to Jimmy and the Crawler first before you go into the Prince of Blood, you'll get to know you will get to know what happens within about 2 to 3 months after the Tale of the Gods. So, but shh, don't say much so when you do, because we want people to actually read these books as well. So
Yeah.
yeah. So Lisa, the Assassins. I know you've started it, and what's your thoughts up to now, and what your thoughts going further into the book.
A lot is happening. A lot is happening in Krondor, and basically, they're trying to figure out what's happening in Krondor. So yeah, it's a lot of the stuff that happened, because I had already read Prince of the Blood, right? And that was 20 years. This is 10 years after the Rift War for these books. So it's filling in a lot of the gaps of how basically Jimmy the Hand, or James, Squire James still at this point, what's happening with him and Krondor, that, you know, it's filling in those gaps that I, you know, going from the Empyre books to Prince of the Blood. It was, you know, 20 years, right? 20 years ahead. So it was like going back and trying to figure out what's happened in that 10 years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's the thing with like when I first read them, he's just like thinking he do it's like with me just recently getting the Jimmy and the Crawler. It answered a lot of questions. It literally answered a lot of questions. When I've read the Jimmy and the Crawler, it answered a lot of questions in between what happened in Krondor, in the Krondor trilogy, and leading from the Krondor books into Prince of the Blood, King's Buccaneer, and then more importantly into the Civil War saga, because that Jimmy and the Crawler is a crucial book of what happened, if you know what I mean, in that time period between the end of the Day of the Gods and into the sort of like the Empire, not the Empire, the Serpent War saga. So
Empire Strikes Back. No.
yeah.
No, that's not it.
Yeah. So yeah, because yeah, yeah. So there are certain parts of the certain parts of the certain war saga is sort of like you're thinking, if you didn't sort of like read Jimmy and the Crawler, you're thinking, what the hell is happening? Why are certain characters in the certain war saga doing what they're doing? Why have they got a lot of regrets and stuff like that in the Civil War saga? So when you and you think, what's happening? What's, you know what I mean? It crops up a lot of questions, and you're thinking, you sort of like wonder why. Sort of like, why are these characters doing what they're doing? And you're thinking, when you sort of like read the Jimmy the Crawler, it, like I said, it answered a lot of questions,
Yeah.
which I won't disclose here because I do want people to actually read the books, and you see, because you do get invested, invested in a lot of these characters.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, inquiring minds want to know, but
Yeah,
I need to read it for myself.
yeah,
Yeah. And that's the thing. We want other people to read it for themselves too. and not be a spoiler channel. We want people to actually read them and enjoy them, and yeah.
Yeah, we might give away some minor plot points or minor parts of the stories to get people interested, but we won't give away like we won't give you blow by blow narration of each book. No, we want people to sort of like get interested in the books and actually read them for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, because it helps the authors as well. Like, like it helps them, for people to continue to be interested in the work, right? And I mean, for an author, that's what they do and how they make their money, and we want people to be interested in the work and read them.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, it's like with it's not just like literature that we want people to like get into, but it's also the music side of things as well, and movies, TV shows, and stuff like that. We want people to bring. We bring stuff to the channel and get people interested. So yeah, so we want so people can actually sort of like get interested and to support all these amazing people who write, act, sing, produce music and stuff like that. So yeah, we want people to say get to sort of like get excited about stuff like this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like, because if we like it, maybe somebody else will. Maybe somebody else will pick up the book, or um, get it for their older child. Like, I wouldn't suggest getting this for a younger child, over 16 plus.
Yeah.
Um,
Especially with some of the topics that the Feist and Wirtz actually cover, especially in the Empire books.
yeah, yeah. So just be mindful of that, and we will let you know if there's certain areas. And you've warned me, or just not warned, but let me know that certain things are coming up that I need to be mindful of, because yeah, might be a little bit more sensitive to it than other people would be. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, you can skip ahead a little bit, and it doesn't. If you needed to, you can skip ahead a bit, like I've said before. If certain things are an issue for you, and it doesn't affect your overall understanding of the storyline.
yeah,
Um, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Once you start the Empire books, not the Empire books. God, that's what we've just been talking about. Once you start the Certain War Saga, that's when it starts to get a bit like the Empire books, because there's certain scenes, certain parts of the books are, shall we say, it's certain parts of the books is deals with extremely sensitive issues, and it sort of like delves into some of the characters' um, actions, shall we say, or why they did what they did, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's certain parts of the Certain War saga are extremely brutal in places, and it's because it deals with art.
Yeah.
So
Yes. So yeah, just for
yeah,
people that are listening, just to be mindful. That's something that you're sensitive to. Just know that it's in there. That's the thing, right? We don't want people to be all of a sudden like run across it and then be like, whoa,
yeah.
yeah,
Sort
why
of
did
like
you recommend this kind of thing? But
yeah,
um,
yeah,
but yeah, it
yeah,
just so people know it's there.
yeah. It's like I've read the books. I've read the books multiple times, and every time that when Lisa gets to that the next book, I would say, "Oh yeah, watch out for this, watch out for this, or watch out for that," and sort of like pre-warn of certain parts of the book, what's coming up to watch out for. So people, and I will say here as well that certain I can say, oh right, okay, this is per certain part of the book you need to like sort of like be ready for. So when it does come up, it's sort of like you can say, right, okay, I'm coming to this particular part. I can sort of like I can either read it or sort of like skip over it. If you do skip over it, it's sort of like you can still follow the story, so to speak, because it does sort of like I wouldn't say it glosses over, but it's sort of like you can still follow along, uh, follow along, and to still understand what's going on
Yeah,
and the consequences after these particular scenes and the consequences and actions after the scene. So
yeah.
so yeah,
But it
especially
does
when yeah
it does let you know what a certain character has gone through and how they've overcome. It does give you that too, right? Like how it makes them who they are, as well,
yeah
right?
yeah
So
yeah. It's like I said. I will give warnings out or give like a heads up, at least a heads up to about certain scenes within the within the Bear Feist books, just to say there might be sort of like certain scenes that you need what to watch out for. Because I don't want to turn around and say, oh yeah, you just like Lisa said, it's just, oh why did you recommend this series of books, and you didn't say a word about this particular scene. I did, I
yeah,
did, I did give a warning out. So
yeah. And
yeah,
every set of books, if there's something in it, either myself or Al will mention it, because we don't want people to be blindsided. Um,
oh, yeah,
and you were very clear about that with me
yeah,
and on here that these things were there, and just to be mindful, which a person should do in life anyways, to be mindful of anything that you read, see, any TV shows, like there's always going to be always the chance that something's
yeah,
going to be in them, right? So just got to be
yeah,
mindful, that's all.
yeah, yeah. Passion said there, the more I listen to the audio, the more I want to see want the series to happen. I've been saying that for the last 20 years, literally. I've
Yeah,
been saying that for 20 years because I will because some of the when you see some of the set action battle certain battles, especially within the magician, um, especially within the magician book. Some of the scenes, you just I think that will look absolutely amazing on the big screen.
Yeah.
So especially when later on in the series, you're thinking that will look absolutely. I'm not going to spoil it, but Thomas. That's all I'm going to say. Thomas, Thomas, Thomas and Pug on their journeys. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to spoil what I'm on about by saying, "Oh yeah, it's this, and this." No, you got to read the books for yourself because basically some of these some of the way Feist actually describes some of the adventures of Pug and Thomas and some of the it's just I think, oh my god, this is absolutely amazing. I want to see this on the screen. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And especially with the new CGI and stuff, I can just imagine all the new graphics and stuff that they could do. Like, it'd be so amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's especially when in the Empire books on Kellowin, some of the scenery and some of the characters, some of the scenes in the on Kellowin, you just I think, oh, I want to see this, I want to see I want to see this actually on screen. Even though I've
Oh,
got a vivid, even though you've got a vivid mental image of these particular scenes on Kellowin, you just I think I want to see it physically on screen.
yeah.
Uh,
In my
you've,
mind, in my mind, it's weird because the colors, right? And sometimes when I think about Kellowin, I kind of see India. You know how certain parts are like gray, brown, like, and then all of a sudden how there's that pop of color, right? Right? And I can just, for some reason, it's like I see that um, in my mind, like,
yeah, yeah, it's especially with when they go to especially when they go to certain parts of Kellowin, and you just like thinking when they get I'm not going to say which part, but when they sort of like Lisa will know exactly what I mean, and those people who read the Empire books, where the crest of where they go over the crest of the hill and they see the city,
yeah,
and it's just like it is absolute. The riot of colours is absolutely amazing, and it's just well. I give you the character. One of the characters' names is Mara. When she crests over that hill, and you just like and she stands there and sees
yeah.
the riot of colours.
I felt like I
It's
was like standing right there with her, looking over her. Or
yeah,
in my dreams, it would be like I was her, right? And then you just have it as your mind's eye to see things and to see the colors and to see, yeah. We talked about
yeah,
that before.
yeah,
You start to dream
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Especially with especially with the Empire books. That was the Empire books are intense with the amount of descriptive. Uh, they packed so much in those
Yeah.
books. It's unreal. It's for me. It's just like it was like it got to the point where like we keep saying, we dreamt about Mara and her trials and tribulations of what she went through to get where to get where she is, or where within the books. It's you just felt for her. You just wanted to, like, for me anyway. All I wanted to do was just get into the book and literally give her a massive hug and tell her everything's going to be fine.
Yeah, well, I related so much to her. That's why it was like, for me, it was just it was like an immersion into the book, into that, it was just, it was just I can't even, because it just got right into my brain and right into my psyche, and to my subconscious, right? So then I would be dreaming of it, and so
Yeah, it's the it's not much as where it's not much with the others, but with the Empire books, that was oh, it was. I'm so thankful for Feist and Wirt's collaboration for those three books. I was so thankful because it was oh it was one of the best three. Don't get us wrong, I'm not taking anything away from like the rest of the series of books by Feist, but to me the Empire books were up there. They were up there with like um, up there with in the series. They are pretty much like the top of the books of the books there. Yes, there is some really hard subjects that they discussed, they put in the books, but if it wasn't for those hard subjects that they put in there, he wouldn't feel half as much for Mara, if you know what I mean. And he did like say pug, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's
yeah.
like the Empire books were for me up there with like with the red. So
Well, I really did immerse myself in those books. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
yeah,
Like I said before, it's kind of like seeing the other half of the yin yang, right? That part of like
yeah,
Midkemia and then Kellan, right? Like
yeah,
it's like seeing the other, seeing what happens on the other world, kind of thing.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's sort of like you in the first three books, you see one side, and it's in that on that side, you think, why has this world attacked us? Why? Then you sort of like within the Empire books, you see the reason why, if you know what I mean. You see the reason why and the struggles because they are very similar. Kimi and Kellerman are very similar in a lot of ways. Obviously, they've got like obviously there's different circumstances uh, on both sides. You think, oh, why is this planet attacking us? And you see, oh, this is why we want to like sort of like you see why they attacked Mekimia,
yeah,
so to speak, and then which I won't sort of like reveal too much, but because it does explain within the it does explain a lot of things. especially within the Empire book, not the Empire, the Serpent War saga, where he explains a little bit more and then explains a bit further on within the series as more is revealed. So even because there is sort of like a theme going throughout all the books throughout the series on why certain things are put in place in each sort of like trilogy or in each book. It's a little bit is revealed every after every little. There's a little bit of revealed in each book on what's going on. So, which you got to read. I think you're starting to realise what's going on your there, Lisa. Starting to reflect on a few things.
Not gonna stay.
Yeah, you can say you can say yes or no. You start people, but you don't give too much away, but you're starting
Yes.
to realise
Yes.
what's going on.
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah. So when you, yeah, now there's one question I want to ask you, which I won't give too much away, because I would only mention the character's name. Have you come across City?
I think if I have. I think so.
Yeah, it comes into the Clear Chrono books. I think you have.
I think I have.
Yeah, you have, because of a bear. That's all I'm saying. And yeah, bear. That's all I'm saying. I'm not giving it to. I'm not giving anything away, but Lisa will know who I mean, or
Yeah.
people who know. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. So yeah, yeah. I'm not going to give, like I said, I'm not going to give anything away, but yeah. Well, put it this way, I'll give you a little bit, this little thing. Think of cockroach. So, yeah. Right. We've just gone past the 2 hour mark. So let's sort of like, I've got one more subject to go over, and that's what's coming up on the channel. But we're going to be starting to wrap things up. So before we sort of like start wrapping things up, what's your overall thoughts up to now of the books that you've read about of Feist? What's your what's your sort of like thoughts up to now about Feist?
I look forward to reading more.
Yeah,
That's my final thoughts.
yeah, yeah. It is from our conversations. It's sort of like you become a firm fan of Feist.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Yep.
So overall, you are enjoying it. You
Oh
are
yes.
enjoying the journey.
I'm in the journey. I'm in it to win it.
You're in it for the long haul.
Yes. And I dove in and I'm still swimming.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah, yeah. That's the thing with Feist. That's the thing with Feist. It's definitely a page turner, shall we say?
Uh-huh.
Because
Yep.
at the end of the day, you just want to know everything about. You just want to know what the characters are doing. You want to know what the character, how certain characters want, how certain characters are going to get out of certain situations, and how they actually deal with certain situations. And yeah, it's yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So guys, go check out Raymond E Feist. He's absolutely amazing. We sort of like give you some sort of like some, not all, but some little hints at some of the stories within the books. So yeah, go check them out. But first, before we start wrapping things up, what's coming up on the channel? Um, so if you missed the interview that I did earlier with Michelle Ryder, a Nova Scotia singer, head on over to uh, the interview that I did with Michelle. Really cool, really cool interview. Really nice, really lovely, lovely woman from Canada. So yeah, next week we got what is it? Yeah, next week we've got Christina Vila on the 20th of this month. We've got Jay Millard. Then we've got Rich Clark on the 27th. Then in August, we've got on the 3rd, we've got John Ferreira. Then I'm hoping to get Rick O'Neill on the 10th, Bob Mitchell on the 23rd. I still got to get Carlos Arroyo on at some point, and Desert Kites at some time at the end of August, because they've got something. They are releasing some new material at the beginning of September. Then in September we've got Roy Coston going to be on, and then on in October we've got Mark McCowan from Define Mortar on the 12th. So and there's going to be a few more interviews coming up during in that time. So stay tuned for that. So Lisa, that's what's coming up on the channel with some amazing musicians. So Lisa, any final words before we stop? Before we sign off?
Well, I look forward to all of those interviews. One thing.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say to everyone that's watching and stuff that thank you, Replay crew, for coming, and for everybody. Thank you, Bastion, for hanging out. Yeah, thanks to you guys. Make sure you tell people that you love them. We don't know how much time we have in this life, so give them all the hugs and kisses. Love you guys. Yeah, and if you're gonna go party, have a good time. Just don't drink and drive. Please get a cab, get a ride, get an Uber, whatever you got to do. Get a room, phone a friend, whatever you got to do. Just don't drink and drive. Please don't drink and drive.
Yeah, it's a full-on dick move, and yeah, we've seen too much. We've seen too much shit in our lives to actually. We've seen the aftermath of people who do drink and drive, and it's not pleasant at all. So it's not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth putting your own life at risk, but other people's lives at risk. Like you said, we've seen the aftermath, and it's not pleasant at all. it's not pleasant. So, like Lisa said there, organize something before you go out. Organize something, whether it be
Leave your keys at home. Leave your keys at home.
yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Just like it doesn't. Just organize something with a friend, a family member. Arrange for a taxi, Uber, whatever. Or if you know you're gonna have like a few drinks, get a hotel room if you can afford it. If you can afford it, but don't drink and drive. Just like Lisa said there, leave your keys at home. Leave your keys at home. So yeah. Well, guys, it's getting on for total been on for 2 hours 10 minutes. Yeah. So until next time, which is Monday. Don't forget this Monday, myself and Bastian will be on for the Monday night podcast, which will be 93, I think 93, 94, or something like that. So until then, guys, we'll catch you all later.